Hey guys, here is your fitness tip for today. Today we've got a couple of breathing exercises. These are good for just relaxation and combating anxiety and stress. The first one we're gonna do, a lot of people in recent years have started to hear about this. It is called box breathing. The general concept behind this is that we're gonna slow down respiration rate. We wanna intentionally breathe in. The standard I usually go with is 4 seconds, depending on your own ability level. Some people may only be able to hold 2 to 3 seconds. Some people may be able to do 5 or 6 on these. Generally, like I said, start around 4 seconds, but if you're going, you're saying, oh, 4 seconds is too long for these holds, feel free to cut it down just a little bit. We do want all 4 of our things to be even. So what we're gonna do, saying it was 4 seconds, we're gonna breathe slowly in over the course of 4 seconds, hold that breath for 4 seconds, breathe slowly out for 4 seconds, and then hold your exhale for 4. Good number to start with, do that 3 times. Once you get better at it, or if you're having a particularly stressful day, you can do more. I also like doing it in multiple sets, so do 3 or 4, take a minute or 2, try and get back to normal, come back and do some more. So all we're gonna do, we're gonna go through a couple rounds of that together. You can watch a watch or a clock if you want, or just count to 4. So we'll go. So simple as that. Again, if you were going along, you're like, I can't breathe anymore, or can't hold the exhale, whichever it may be, shorten it down a little bit. As you get better, it'll get easier. One other thing did not mention, as you can see, I'm seated. It does not have to be done seated, but especially with relaxation stuff, it's easier than trying to do this while you walk around or anything like that. Tip number 2, this is another good one. This actually helps influence what's called hypercapnia training. Basically, we are going to take a straw. We have these little plastic ones here. If you have like an official one at home or whatever, grab any type of straw you want. If you trust yourself, you don't have to do anything with your nose. If you feel like you might cheat, it's sometimes helpful to pinch your nose while you go, but it's pretty much what it sounds like. Stick the straw in your mouth, and then we're gonna breathe in and out through it. What this is gonna do, because the air has to travel through a thinner tube, you get a little bit of an actual, not really a workout, but your lungs have to work harder. It's also gonna slow down our respiration rate, because if I breathe out and try and breathe right back in, if I've only pushed my old carbon out to here, I'm just gonna rebreathe that same carbon dioxide right back in. So we're gonna have to slow down. If one straw is pretty easy, I've done 2 to 3 stacked end to end. Again, with the plastic ones, I don't know that you could do that with metal, but you could also get a longer tube. Fun fact for anyone that's ever seen a movie where somebody's underwater using a hose to breathe, anything longer than 6 feet is physiologically impossible. You cannot breathe out long enough that you would breathe in fresh air. You're just gonna breathe in your carbon dioxide. They won't make it very long. So let's go through a couple rounds of this. Again, just breathe in and out. You won't really be able to see what I'm doing unless you watch my chest move, but just know I'm breathing in and out through the straw. Again, generally 3, 4. I'll usually shoot for about a minute of that, depending on how long your straw is, will influence. When I had it stacked up to 3, I think I got through about 4 breaths within a minute. So you may get a little more or less depending on that. Again, ideally seated. As we slow down, think relaxing thoughts. You may also notice with this that your mouth gets a little bit drier, so that's why do a minute or so, get a drink. It will help. Don't try and push it too hard if you are trying to relax, because that becomes a stressor in and of itself. We want it to be just enough to slow down our breathing rate, but not so much that you're sitting there going, I can't get it in. So while we're trying to relax, nice and easy. If you ever feeling good and want to test yourself, that would be the time to stack up 2 or 3 straws. Otherwise, hope these help with some holiday stress. That is your Fitmas tip for today. Come check in with us again tomorrow.